Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. Thank you for joining us today. We are in the farm kitchen. I've got a basket of eggs there, and this is today's bucket of eggs that I need to get cleaned and packaged into the farm stand. This is the eggs that rotated out of the farm stand last week. And I save them just in case the farm stand runs out of eggs. I save them for one more week, and then I go ahead and turn them into dog food. So all of these are going to go in the crock pot, and we're going to turn these eggs into dog food. I have my slow cooker lined. I just got done scrubbing it. I had to soak it for days to get the eggs off of it from the last batch. So it is lined this time. This is a pound of rice that's already cooked, and so it's been frozen, so I'm just letting it thaw. And then we'll probably end up going out to the garden for the vegetables. I'm not sure what it's gonna be today, but we'll see what we can find. These just came out of the oven not very long ago, and there is a loaf of bread in the oven baking, a honey wheat loaf. Well, as it turns out, I have way more than enough eggs for 2 batches, so I went ahead and just put one batch, which is 72 eggs, in the crock pot, and we'll cook that, and I put the others in the fridge. I've got another 54 eggs, so I put those in the fridge, and I'll do a whole nother batch. But there is 72 eggs, and I will just cook this on low until they are done. It usually takes about 5 or 6 hours. Okay, the 40-minute alarm just went off for our honey wheat bread. So let's get it out of the oven. I need 2 hands. No, I got it. All right. There it is. And there it is out of the pan. I always take it out of the pan so that the cast iron doesn't. Sometimes these cast irons can stain the bread, and so I take it out as soon as it comes out of the oven. And now I'll just put a towel over it and let it cool. I am not even halfway done washing eggs yet. All right, there they are on 2 different towels on 2 different sides of the sink, but they're all washed now and just drying on their towel. And then we'll get them packaged up and taken to the farm stand. There they all are, packaged up. Now, I did feed my chocolate sourdough starter this morning, and here she is. So before we take those eggs out to the farm stand, I'm gonna go ahead and get a loaf of chocolate sourdough bread started. Just like that. It's all mixed together and shaggy dough, and I'll wait 30 minutes and I'll start my stretch and folds. And I got my chocolate sourdough starter refed, and now he's gonna go into the refrigerator until the next time I need him. All right, all stocked back up at the farm stand. And this is what I am taking to the garage fridge for backup, and the dogs get 1 raw egg a day. A raw egg it's something that the old timers used to do with hunting dogs, but it's good for their coat and for their skin, and it has, you know, lots of good vitamins in it. So my dogs do get a raw egg a day when I have an abundance of eggs, which I clearly do right now. Stretch and fold time. This is our first stretch and fold of 6. Stretching and folding, for those of you who do not know, our sourdough bread is what develops the gluten strands. and creates the elasticity of your loaf. So I am now headed out to the barn to clean stalls. I did just remember that I do want to scrub the water trough out in the big pasture. It is looking nasty and I want to scrub it, so I'm going to go out and do that first. Hey, Joss. Here it is, so it needs to be clean. That is so much better. Alarm just went off for the bread, so headed in to wash our hands and do a stretch and fold. You ready to go in, old lady? All right. Whoop. We're gonna go out and check and see how full this great big water trough is. I don't fill it all the way. We usually only fill it about halfway. All right. Well, that looks pretty good. It's not quite halfway yet, so I'll let it go for another 5 minutes. Stretchy foldy time. Somebody out there is really making some calls. Oh, it's my barred rock rooster. Something's got him unhappy. Look at this napping position. out. Do you ever watch your animals sleep and think, oh God, I wish I could sleep that hard? I do sleep fairly hard, but sometimes I just look at my animals and think, oh man, I wish I could just fall asleep and have that restful of a sleep. Ma'am, you're on the wrong side of the pastured chicken fence. Hurry it up, sister. Before the others try to get out. Yeah, I see you, young lady. I see you eyeballing the hole. I am loving seeing my chickens out on pasture though. That makes my mama's heart happy. Oh yeah, that's a little bit more than half now. Oh, that's how it happens. All right. Got a little bit of room left in my wheelbarrow, so I am going to go see if I can't get some out of the chicken coop. All right, first things first, have my nesting boxes. How? There's a whole bunch of chickens out. I want to know how. See them all over there? Well, y'all are gonna be pretty stinking mad when you can't get back to your coop. Stretchy foldy time. So rescue, you ready to go inside? Yeah? Also need to stir the dog food while I'm in here. Here is what it looks like. It is just all but done. I'm gonna add my rice. And let that cool off a little bit, and we'll get it, probably the next time we come in, we'll get it put in a container. All right, it is time to make dinners. And breakfast. I do. Gracie and Velvet are the only two that get grain in the morning, and I make them at nighttime while I'm making all the grains. Snack of the day is carrot. Whoops, that's not right. They're gonna go in their dinners because it is 5 o'clock. So. And can't forget to pay my taxes. Pound and a half of grass pellets to Maggie. Velvet. Right. Chase berry pellets. Chance, Grace. Tabbalese, Gracie, Chance, Equiox for Gracie, and Percend for Chance and Gracie. All right. Now those dinners are all in their stalls and ready for them for when they come in from pasture tonight. I don't do that until just before sunset. But let's go out to the garden and see if we can't get some vegetables for this dog food. I came out here the other day and did a bunch of cleanup here in the garden, and but I wanted to leave this great big kohlrabi so that you guys can see it. It's absolutely massive. I mean, look at that thing. It is so huge. I'm half tempted to harvest it and put it in the dog food, but I think I'll feed it to the chickens instead. Also, I have so many volunteer tomato plants that I need to get thinned out. It's just crazy. All of these tomato plants, you guys, look at all of them. That bucket is just chocked full of tomato plants. The other side is the same way. And I've got volunteer pepper plants like crazy. Look at all of these tomato plants. So these radishes are going to seed. So that tells me that it's getting too hot for them. So I'm just gonna harvest a whole bunch of these. And some turnips. Look at those. White globe, purple top turnips. That's beautiful. And turnips for dog food, well, and for us. You can eat turnip greens. So I'm actually going to, I think, stop there for now and see what I have as far as poundage goes. I think that with the turnip greens, I have enough for 1.5 pounds of vegetables, which is what I need to make dog food. Oh, Bossy's gonna be mad making her eat her greens. All right, here we go. Let's see what we weigh here. £2 11 ounces. And 1 pound. So we have 1 pound and 11 ounces, which is good. Starting to really look like a dough ball now. Okay, let's pretty full, but as far as making dog food, I don't mind. Some people like to cook, you know, sometimes I even cook all of my vegetables in the crock pot with the meat, you know, for all day. But it's also completely okay to feed your vegetables to your dogs raw. We have to remember, just like for us, a raw vegetable has a lot more nutrients than a cooked vegetable because we cook nutrients out of them when we cook them. So when I'm doing eggs, this is how I've been doing it lately. And my dogs are used to eating out of the garden. I call them garden dogs, and they do not mind. The Chihuahua minds, but she minds it doesn't matter if you cook them. You can cook potatoes and she'll pick them out. So she won't eat the radishes. I don't know if she'll eat the turnips or not. She definitely won't eat the greens. I can tell you that right now. It smells so good. These are the containers that I use for my dogs, for my dog food. lids on these, and I will store them in the fridge. If I'm gonna have more than I'm going to be able to use within a week, then I do freeze them, and I freeze them in these containers, and it works great. So these are gonna go out to the garage fridge, and the kids are gonna enjoy some yummy food for the next week. That is going to do it for today's vlog, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed coming along with me. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I'll catch you on the next one. Yours truly.